The school, blanketed in morning dew, wakes up to the purity of prayers. Like the sun kissing every blade of grass, Gandhi can be found in every inch of the place. Hundreds of children weave the yarns as if they had a single mind. We could feel that a village itself is moving towards Gandhi's dreams of self-reliance. Students sit on the floor in their humble stone-paved classrooms and carry on their handicraft work silently. Paper toys, geometrical figures, and curious clay figures sprout out from their little hands. Delightful classrooms fill the students with love, awareness, and concentration. Children's daily interactions are tipped with a rare synthesis of social sharing and love. As if in a healthy body, various organs work in symphony. These students learn to weave a web of connections to build a healthy society.
He thought of education for his children and the workers who were working with him, the children of these workers, and he established schools there because he wanted to make their children learn through their indigenous languages. And also he was not accepting the kind of culture that was there in the West, which was mainly consumerist in its orientation. And when he came back to India, obviously he established schools in Champaran and in Gujarat in Sabarmati.
Farmlands, kitchen, cowsheds, playgrounds, yarn rooms, all clubbed together in this campus makes it a true specimen of Gandhi's educational philosophy. Gandhi knew that nature is the first and foremost teacher, and one should learn one's basics from nature. The primary aim of Gandhian education is to mold a student's mind towards truth. Neurobiologists have certified that engaging in handicrafts and creative artwork would enhance their brains and make them more focused.
His ideas of education were very much in tune with the kind of development he wanted. It was decentralized, sustainable development, which considered the rights of every person, the lowest of the low from rural areas, and education should be such that it equips children for such kind of living.
You don't need a notebook to scribble down what you have learned from your life and its surroundings. You don't have to look at a great book to verify your experiences, because you don't forget what you experience and learn in your childhood. Syllabus in Anand Niketan is a scientific proof of what educationists have been saying. Mere textbook equations and theories that are far away from practical life are of no use.
See, we are talking of carbon footprints. Gandhiji had said that extract from nature only that much which nature can replenish. Whereas today we are, for consumer society, we are extracting much more than the nature can replenish. We are cutting off trees at a higher rate than the trees are growing.
The educational experiments that have been practiced in the Tolstoy farm in South Africa are being brought to life by Sushma ji and her team here. An educational institution should be a space where the students should be inspired to pursue a job of their liking. When the kids are given opportunity to concentrate on various small works that are important in daily life, they could easily follow their heart, and the values that spin out of their life will benefit the whole society. Gandhi was sure about this. The happiness is not in how much you earn from your job. Engaging in the job itself will fill your heart with joy. Education is a total manifestation of the inherent qualities in a being. An outwardly intervention may hamper its growth and distort its natural state. In Anand Niketan, you can jot down your findings on the school walls, scribble down a story with your fingertips on the soil. Your education and your daily life are inseparable. You don't have to fear your teachers and exams. No one forces you to get a rank or to compete with your classmates. It is the friendship and cooperation that blooms out of the curriculum.
आमतौर पर ये पढ़ाया जाता है कि आपको एक अच्छा इंसान बनना है तो आपको पढ़ाई करना पड़ेगा, आपको डॉक्टर बनना पड़ेगा, आपको इंजीनियर बनना पड़ेगा कि जॉब लेकर आप अपना जीवन सफल बना सकते हैं। लेकिन कुछ नई तालीम की देश में ऐसी स्कूलें हैं जहाँ पे हैंड्स ऑन एक्टिविटी पे जो महात्मा गांधी जी ने बताया हुए रास्ते पे चल रही है।
The syllabus will help students to find out their natural qualities and abilities, and they happily do their job and help their fellow beings. Through Nai Talim, Gandhi exposes the current educational system which turns the students into machines and forces them to be a part of the rat race of the society. Here, children are not following a text written by someone, but they are building their own texts out of experience.
When we move on to profit side, here comes the over-consumerism, and we need to create demands than having the demand. So we move from need to greed, and Gandhiji has said that if you move from, if the world has sufficient for everyone's need, but not even one man's greed.
The first thing they learn is cleanliness of the surroundings and minimal use of the resources. They learn to live with the least eco-footprints and avoid using the materials which harm the society and their fellow beings. They understand the fact that various living creatures in nature are woven into the same web of natural laws, and they are the various phases of the same truth. The main focus of the education is to equip yourself with the know-how to build a natural living atmosphere that produces minimal waste and that does not hamper the biodiversity around you.
A decentralized living where children are in touch with land. They are able to grow food. They are able to take care of animals. They are able to manage their resources. In some ways, his ideas of education were directly connected with life of people, the environment around, the society around.
You don't have to wait for an environmental day to start farming or visit and greet a farmer in your neighborhood. You can ensure you have pure food, water and air by nurturing your farmland and trees and making it your daily routine. It is the farmer in your neighborhood who is your farm teacher. He helps you plant a seed in the soil and you learn about its growth and various stages. You watch it flowering and butterflies and bugs visiting it. You learn about the natural sharing and cosmic dance. You learn the ultimate truth that life sustains only through this sharing.
याला म्हणतात बोंड, याला काय म्हणतात बोंड. आणि मग हे बोंड फुटल्यानंतर त्याच्यातून हा कापूस निघतो.
This farmland is a university that gives top degrees to the students. Key to the healthy living is nutrient-rich food. Healthy soil is the base of healthy plants. All the living beings depend on plants for their survival. It is the millions of microorganisms in the soil that steer the endless and tremendous flow of life in nature. The nutrient-rich farmland in the school, which grows wheat and cotton, is an evidence of the above statements. Students pluck dry cotton, spin threads, and dress out of it. They are on a journey towards the Gandhian dream of self-reliant villages.
Gandhiji used charkha for freedom and independence. So we do charkha, we do spinning. It is good experience and we do it here.
They not only cultivate but also prepare food from the vegetables they grow in the land and eat together. They are very keen not to waste a speck of grain and very minimal in the use of water and never use anything that is non-biodegradable in the school premises. There is no gender bias during the physical training and games sessions. They are never taught about gender equality. There are some girls who excel boys in rock climbing and cycling. Students who come to school mostly on bicycles. The base for the quest for knowledge is the study of mother tongue. Gandhi had always emphasized that in order to learn English or any other language, firstly you need to have love and devotion for your mother tongue. To assimilate the regional culture and values and to communicate with your fellow beings, you need to build your flesh and bones with your own language. It is through farming that students learn to keep alive their organic relation with the soil. By producing vegetables and fruits, they make sure of the nutrients of their health. By tending cows, they learn to cultivate high values of love and compassion towards their fellow creatures. By learning to sustain with the regionally available resources, they shut the door against exploitation. Their elders and teachers guide them through their selfless practice of karma. Our country is looking forward to teachers who can dispel the darkness, transform themselves and be a guiding light by setting an example themselves. One who cannot transform himself can never guide others to the light. Gandhi's life itself was a message which states that the path towards the truth is open to everybody. We have forgotten his principles and ideas put forward for national integration and have transformed him to an icon on currency and put him on our altars among gods. We worship him but never practice him. The footsteps of these kids resonate the heartbeats of Gandhi, who had traveled miles to reach Saigon during the fierce storm of independence struggle. On silent meditative evenings, you can hear the sand in this coastal belt murmuring the philosophy of Gandhi. The Englishmen have taught us to search for an outward solution to all our problems. By following their footsteps, we have learned to magnify our worldly needs and cover up our inner poverty. This school smilingly rejects these age-old philosophies and leads us to new cultural values.
फिर एक बार मलेरिया से बीमार हो गई, फिर गांधी जी वर्धा से, वर्धा में उसमें वाहन नहीं, रोड नहीं, रास्ता नहीं, कुछ नहीं, पैदल चल के आए.
To those who know how to read, each human is a great book. Education can bring forth the social lessons of cooperation that lie dormant in each student. This school system is ample proof for that. If we could forget those phases of teachers who had pressured us to compete with our friends and learn new things, just like butterflies flocking towards the flowers, the sweet memories of childhood will flutter around us. Gandhi reminds you that apart from the degrees you have earned, education is a lifelong process which keeps your vigil on the path of search for truth.